In this edition of INN CEO Talks, I'm joined by Nikolaos Cacos, the President, CEO, and Director of Argentina Lithium and Energy. Nikolaos, welcome. Great to see you.
Great. Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
I'm kind of excited about this conversation because when I went to your website and I was looking at your projects there in the Lithium Triangle in northwestern Argentina, I went, okay, this is an impressive array of projects. Tell us about the company.
Argentina Lithium is what its name states it is. It's an exploration company, lithium exploration company focused on finding projects and developing them in Argentina. We have the reason we've chosen Argentina is because we feel that the world's best opportunity globally to find new lithium deposits is in this part of the world. What most people don't realize is that about 60% of the world's known lithium reserves occur in a region known as the Lithium Triangle. Now, the Lithium Triangle encompasses the eastern part of Chile, part of it, the little southern part of Bolivia, and a significant part of northwestern Argentina. Now, most of the resources, of course, are in Chile, but given that Argentina has come into the mining sphere, basically just during the last 30 years, it remains a vastly underexplored country in all minerals, including lithium. So we, as a group here, have been active in Argentina since mining opened up. And with our 30-year contacts as the Grosser Group, which is the management team that basically manages Argentina Lithium, we've been able to leverage our contacts and our relationships in the mining industry that we've developed over the last 3 decades, and have been able to acquire 4 exceptional projects that we're now beginning to drill and to move forward.
You've also just recently closed a financing. Tell us about that and where are those funds being directed to?
Yes, we announced the closing of a financing, and it was to acquire an add-on to one of the projects, our Rincon West project, that's we're working on right now within the Lithium Triangle. Now, the Rincon West Lithium project is our flagship lithium project. And that's situated on a salt lake, or salars as they're known in Argentina, where we share 2 neighbors. One is Rio Tinto. We're completely contingent with them, contiguously share a border with them. They've recently acquired our neighbor there just earlier this year, in fact, for $825 million. And they have a big lithium resource there. And they were beginning to move that towards production. Another partner there, peer that we have there is the Australian lithium company Argosy Minerals. And they too have a significant resource in that part of the salar. And they are too also moving it forward towards production. So we've been very fortunate and very adept in being able to acquire the project that we have. And we've begun drilling there. We announced earlier this year that we got we discovered lithium presence on there and over some significant intersections at the same grades as both our neighbors, Rio Tinto and Argosy, have. And there was a public auction at that time of an additional piece of ground, which was contiguous with our Rincon West project. And we were successful in being able to acquire it. However, we had to raise some funds in order to be able to pay for the acquisition of this project and to ensure that we had sufficient funds to continue our ongoing drill program, which we expect will wrap up probably by the end of this October.
What's your long-term strategy then with that property? Do you envision building it out, or do you see vending in with one of those substantial neighbors that you have right now?
Well, it's not lost upon us that we are explorers, and we're very good explorers, if I might add. We have a very talented exploration team. And as we continue drilling on this, if we continue to get the kinds of results that we've gotten so far, I think the next stage for us is immediately to move towards a resource calculation so that which would probably get published in the first quarter of 2023. At that point, we would be looking to see if we could partner up with some of these new direct lithium extraction companies, which is a new technology that allows for the extraction of lithium in a very environmentally safe and cost-efficient manner. So, and timely too. So at that point, we would either be looking to partner up with another major lithium producer, or one of the other two companies that are currently there. So we're going to leave that on the table. It's a decision to be made at that time. It really depends what kind of offers we get at that time.
So for investors who are looking at the lithium market right now, I'm sure they will be asking you always questions about lithium grade, but there's a tremendous track record with lithium that comes out of the Lithium Triangle, meeting the highest possible battery standards.
Yes, and right now, previously in the past, the way this was done, grade was a very important factor, as was the chemical composition of the brine that's found in these salt lakes. And in the past, what they would do is they would lay out this brine on these large flat beds and let an evaporation process happen. And this took many years for the evaporation to get completed. And if there was, for example, too much magnesium in the brine, it would render the lithium unextractable. And so this has changed recently. There's many new technologies that are able to accelerate this process, and basically also are able to ignore the lithium concentration, the magnesium, or any other contaminant, so-called contaminant within the brine, because they're still able to extract the lithium out. And furthermore, they're able to extract lithium even from very, very low grades. In the past, for example, you needed somewhere around 800 milligrams per liter of lithium to cut the grade, basically to be economic. But now with some of these new technologies, you could be down to almost a tenth of that, so around 90 or so. So this is a game-changing technology. It's constantly evolving, and a lot of the new companies, including Rio Tinto there, our neighbor, are using this type of technology in order to produce lithium.
Really interesting time for investors to be looking into the lithium market with the extraordinary explosion in demand that's just ahead of us. What should investors be looking to right now when they consider your company?
Well, they should be looking at, of course, the quality of the projects and the discovery potential. I think Argentina Lithium presents a very unique opportunity in that there's not many exploration companies right now that are situated on some really attractive salars like our Rincon West project, where we know that there's presence of lithium on the property. We feel very, very positive that we're going to come forward and continue to make a discovery here. And the other thing you should be watching is for who's running the company, the management team. That's really important in any mining venture, and especially so in a lithium company. Now, I'm proud to say that Argentina Lithium is run by Grosso Group. The Grosso Group confers upon Argentina Lithium a tremendous competitive advantage, and makes the company very adept at being able to operate efficiently and effectively in a country like in Argentina. Grosso Group, of which I've been with since the beginning, has been in Argentina since 1993, almost 30 years ago, and has had a lot of success, has made 4 major discoveries in that country, and we feel confident that within Argentina Lithium, our 5th discovery is on its way.
exciting time to be looking at the company. I look forward to having updates with you in the near future. Thanks for your time today.
Yeah, you're welcome.